Howdy, y'all. We're doing some Neville Goddard today. The feeling is the secret. If you haven't heard of Neville Goddard before, he was a theologian, philosopher. The guy understood everything to do with the Bible, and he related it back to consciousness and how reality creation works. And it's beautiful. You should read his work. I would highly recommend going online. You can go on Amazon. The Neville Goddard Deluxe Edition has all of his books. And you can also go online, and there's plenty of these AI YouTube accounts that are actually reposting all of his lectures. So check him out. He's dank. So to get going, we're going to start off with what are the two parts of consciousness. So within consciousness, this is all your thought, everything that's jumbled up inside of your head. There are two parts. You have the conscious brain and you have the subconscious brain. The conscious brain is personal. It is selective, and it is the seed of creation. There's nothing that is made that is not already made. And that means that it's coming from that state of thought. You cannot have something that is created into reality if there's not a thought before its creation. It must be in your mind before it is in reality. Okay? And then the subconscious brain is impersonal, it's non-selective, and I like to refer to this as the womb of creation. So the goal here is to take your conscious thoughts and impregnate the womb of creation, which is the subconscious brain, with the reality in which you wish to experience, and then from that impregnation or impression upon that subconscious brain, it is then expressed into reality. That's what creates your reality, is your subconscious brain. And these two have to play nicely together. Mommy and daddy do not like fighting, okay? That is what leads to a bad state of life, a bad state of being, a bad state of mind. So going with this whole concept of the male being the conscious brain and the female being the subconscious brain, right? The seed of creation and the womb of creation, and they have to play together to create reality, right? Mommy and daddy have to play nice. The sexual polarity of thought and feeling. So the conscious brain is in control of thought. This is the selective personal side. So you get to pick what you want to think about. You get to think about things, whether they be good or bad, and those thoughts come with feeling. Because the thought itself doesn't necessarily matter. Whether it's good, bad, whatever, doesn't matter. All that matters to the subconscious brain is the feeling state. That's the secret. So if you want to impregnate your subconscious brain with a new way of life, a new reality, something you'd like to experience, then you need to consciously think about that state of being and feel it in the moment. And as you feel it consciously in the moment, it will start to bleed down into that subconscious brain. The subconscious brain will always listen to the conscious brain. It doesn't care if it's true. It doesn't care if it's false. It doesn't even need to be in this fucking reality, to be completely blunt with you. It will do whatever it's told. And that is not only a benefit to you, but probably one of the biggest consequences. Because I want you guys to consciously think about this right now. How many times have you thought something negative about yourself? And then it becomes how you feel about yourself and who you are. Your conscious thoughts go into your subconscious, and that becomes your reality. You could say that I am broke consciously for a while, and then it will bleed into your subconscious brain, and then that is what becomes your reality. It's a reality in which things don't pan out so well for you. You are broke, and you're broke because you keep telling yourself and you keep feeling those emotions, which then lead to that manifestation in your reality. Now, if you're still watching at this point and you don't think I'm absolutely batshit crazy, good for you. So we're going to keep it trucking. And I'm going to give off some quotes. These are from the book, and I'm going to try and give my own spin on what Neville Goddard was getting at with them. So this first one, the woman shall be subject to man in everything. This is from Ephesians 5:24. St. Paul said it. Now, if you are a literal person and you take the Bible literally, you may see this as, oh, yeah, men are at the top of the household and they just tell their wives whatever to do and they should always do whatever they say no matter what. That's not actually what I think that verse is about at all. What I think it is about is the woman, the subconscious brain, shall be subject to man, the conscious brain, in everything. Like I just said, the subconscious brain does not care if it's true or if it's false. It is going to be subject and adhere to the man in everything. And the divine union of the two, when the two become one, is when the magic truly happens. When the conscious brain's thoughts match the feeling state of the subconscious, that is when you give birth into reality. That's when you create in reality. And so, even going to a little esoteric here, but the Kabbalion, as above, so below. As above, conscious brain. So below, subconscious brain. Right? And then as below, so above. As within, so without. As without, so within. Right? It all interplays. Everything's connected. And the goal is to link up the two in unison so that they become one. The divine union. And that's when the magic happens. And then the final one that I like to talk about, except I missed the citation here. I believe this is either Matthew, Mark, or Luke. Somebody can correct me. To him that hath, it is given. So, what I want to say here, because I haven't touched on this part yet, is that going back on the subconscious brain not caring whether it is true or false, it's almost a good thing to be able to lie to yourself so enthusiastically that you can reprogram your subconscious brain. Because to him that hath, it is given. So if you don't have something in your life, how are you expecting to receive it? Whereas if you have the conscious thought of, I am this, then you already have it. Because the thought has to precede what is actually going to happen in reality. The thought always has to precede it, because the thought becomes the subconscious, and the subconscious becomes reality. Because the subconscious, the way it truly works, guys, and this is going to sound fucking nuts, I get it, is when that conscious brain gives it some information and it gives you that feeling, the subconscious, it doesn't think in the regular way of human beings, right? It only functions in the state of emotions. So if you keep pounding into it a certain emotion over and over and over again, the subconscious brain is going to start to believe that that is the emotion that we are experiencing in this reality. And it will do whatever it takes to express that into your reality, to manifest it into your reality. The feeling is the secret of manifestation here. But also, to have the feeling, you first must impress that subconscious brain with it. So the thought is for impression, and then that impression leads to the impregnation of the womb of creation, which then is expressed into your reality. You need all the pieces together. I understand it's a little jumbly, but impression with feeling becomes expression in reality. The last line there. And now, to explain this in real life situation, because I get that this sounds a little nutty at times. I know the first time I read this, I was like, what the fuck is my guy talking about, man? Neville, he confused the hell out of me. I think the first time I read him, it took me maybe 20 minutes to read like 5 pages because I was just bewildered. I was like, there's no way. But the more you think about it, the more it makes sense. So I had somebody on a prior video, Brett Nixon, he commented that he's been working at a job for 25 years. He's been a chef, and he wants to be a cake decorator. So how would I apply the feeling is the secret to Brett's situation to get his ass to being the best cake decorator ever in as short of amount of time as possible? So firstly, he has to impregnate his subconscious brain with the thought and the feeling that he is already the king of cake. My man's got cake, dog. And how to do that. So instead of saying, I am working a job that I hate, you're going to want to change that to, I am working my dream job. I am the best cake decorator in the world. I am chasing my dreams. I am a great success. I am experiencing the best relationships ever within my workplace because I'm happy here, right? It doesn't matter what you want to say, Brett. What the important thing is to use the I am statement, because this is charged emotionally, right? You are saying it as if it is a fact, and then you feel it. I want you to feel it in the present moment, what it would feel like if you are that already. Because going right back to here, to him that hath, it is given. You have to experience that feeling of being a cake decorator right now. I need you to consciously think about what it would be like. Where would you be? Who are the people around you? What are you doing? What do the cakes look like? I want you to imagine the cakes. I want you to imagine decorating them. Imagine the smile on your face. I want to see those fucking dimples, boy. I want to see them. I want to see you laugh. I want to see you smile. And I want you to look at yourself within that imaginative state, that conscious state, and have that feeling of success, that happiness. Because that is what's going to go down here into the subconscious brain. Because just thinking about something is not going to manifest it into your reality. You have to first consciously think about it, right, to achieve the feeling state. Because when you think about things that make you happy, you get happy, right? And then it goes down here, and then your brain, after a while, your subconscious, it's like, whoa. You know, I thought we've been doing this one job for 25 years, but apparently now I am the best cake decorator in the world. I am God tier when it comes to cakes. I got so much cake that other bakeries, they can't even handle it. Right? You got Nicki Minaj levels of cake, my guy. That's what we need to impregnate your subconscious brain with. And then, once it is impregnated in the womb of creation, it will express itself into your reality. You will start to see things, and at first, you're going to be like, this is weird, this is a miracle, right? It's going to seem like miracles. Small things happen, and things fall into place to align yourself with whatever your subconscious is told to believe, okay? So, in the cake decorating, for you to really manifest this quickly, you need to completely change your feeling towards what you're currently doing, right? I understand that you're working your current job, but in your free time, you need to be repeating these thoughts in your head to start the process of manifestation, right? You have to get the feeling. You have to understand that the feeling is what creates it in your reality. So you can say all you want that you want to be a cake decorator, but I need you to feel right now what it would be like if it was achieved. If the wish was fulfilled, what would it feel like? And that's how you can bring it into existence. Okay? I understand that sounds a little nuts, but guys, this applies to literally everything in life. I mean, your thoughts become things. And the reason they become things is those thoughts create emotion states. Those emotion states go down to the subconscious. Your subconscious, after having those feelings, now has to express those same feelings into your external reality. Because you're telling your brain that this is the way I feel, and so they need to be expressed. Okay? So if we want to change our lives, if we want to change what we are doing, then we need to consciously start thinking about the reality in which we'd like to experience, so much so that the feeling of it can impregnate that womb of creation and start to manifest itself into reality. So I think that's probably all I got in this one, guys. There's going to be a couple parts. So hopefully, I'm sorry, Neville, if I butchered the absolute living fuck out of this. But genuinely, guys, very interesting topic. Become conscious of what you're thinking about. Realize that the feelings that you are experiencing due to your conscious thoughts are either hindering you or helping you. And that, maybe we'll get into it tomorrow with shadow work, because a big aspect of shadow work is understanding the self and your thoughts and being able to kick out the ones you don't like and keep thinking the ones that you do. Right? If you don't want to feel a certain emotion, you don't have to. You don't have to accept it into your reality. You guys build your reality with your consciousness, and then your subconscious will bring it to fruition. And kind of going back to some older stuff as well, that's part of the surrendering. Think about it, feel it, surrender to it, and let the universe fucking wow you. Let me know what you guys think, if you give it a try, or if you think it's just batshit crazy. It is what it is. Have a great day. Be good. Love you guys.